Politico reports that a top advisor to Senator Bernie Sanders' 2016 campaign is accused of forcibly kissing one of his subordinates. Robert Becker oversaw Sanders' Iowa campaign, then helped lead his efforts in Michigan, California, and New York as deputy national field director. In a statement to Politico, Becker categorically denied the allegations. According to the report, the alleged assault came on the final night of the Democratic Convention in Philadelphia.
On the final night of the Democratic National Convention, all the Bernie Sanders staffers were out at a bar. It was past midnight. Robert Becker went up to one of his former subordinates, told her that he had always wanted to sleep with her, made a crude reference to a part of his anatomy. Later in the night, he went up to her, he grabbed her wrists, he then grabbed her head, and he kissed her, held her against his mouth, and put his tongue into her mouth, and held her there for several seconds.
Lastly, I want to ask you about an article that was published in the New York Times today. In it are allegations describing episodes of sexual harassment and demeaning treatment, as well as pay disparity in your 2016 campaign.
Bernie Sanders wrote this essay about sexual dynamics between men and women campaign, with headlines referring to it as a rape fantasy or a gang rape essay. At best, it is an odd essay. The second paragraph reads, "A woman enjoys intercourse with her man as she fantasizes being raped by 3 men simultaneously."
Like to be submissive, something like 50 Shades of Grey.
Worth noting, though, that 50 Shades of Grey has also been criticized for perpetuating rape culture. The left-leaning news site Mother Jones resurfaced the essay in an article examining Sanders' transition from a young radical in the 1970s to a real politician.
Bernie Sanders wrote an article in 1972 saying, "Men fantasize about abusing women, and women fantasize about being raped."
Okay.
1972, I was playing T-ball at the time, so I don't remember 1972 that way. But this is
sick.
This is kind of sick. Yeah. Don't get mad at me. I didn't write it. It's a long time ago, by the way.
So this came out yesterday. His office came out and said it was a poor attempt at satire.
Oh,
yeah. Let's
if you read it, it's hard to see where the satire is.
It doesn't really look like satire, but maybe Bernie's a little more subtle now than he was then.
No.
But anyway,
Can we play the quick game? I hate to do it every time.
I love to.
What if a Republican?
Yes, exactly. That is the only reason. This is irrelevant to today. But what if a
Republican? Because the Democrats.
What we got Rick Santorum coming here. What if Rick Santorum in his 20s had written that women fantasize about being raped? Would he be on this show today?
Don't even say.
Would he still be in the race?
It's the story of when Mitt Romney maybe gave a guy a haircut at prep school 40 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
It's like that.
That was the front page of the New York Times.
Yeah.
Washington Post.
Yeah.
And he was a bully.
Okay.
Yeah.